Wow. Adam Burke is our guest.
So 30 characters for the month of, well, let's just say for the
period of time from November
for the
to
new
December.
America.
Before they change the names of the months.
Yeah.
That's the next thing on the ballots.
Exactly. I think there's going to be a lot of changes coming, you guys, and so I just want to
Sam Cooke sang a song about it. Change is going to come, but his was way more positive, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Well, the next month is going to be called Donald Denver. January is going to be called
Ivanka. Just an exclamation point.
Happy New Year, Ivanka.
At least one of the months should have an exclamation point after it.
What's our vote? July? It's so short.
Well, no, that reminds me of the Orson Welles thing when he goes, how do you pronounce, you're telling me to pronounce it July. Find anyone who says it that way and I'll go down on you.
That is a real thing?
May should have a question mark.
Oh, that's true.
May I?
May? No.
Mother, may I?
Hello.
What?
Do you guys want to hear more outtakes of mine?
Oh, it's Orson
Oh,
Welles.
Orson Welles
Orson
is
Welles.
here.
Didn't you guys see the water shaking in your glass as I walked over?
Very funny, Orson.
I saw Jurassic Park since I died.
Orson, you never tell the whole story because I'm the guy in the recording booth, and I did find someone who pronounced that way, and you did insist on blowing on me, and I was blowing me, and I was like, I thought that was just a rhetorical thing, but you
Wait, is that you, Jackie Mehoff?
Jackie Mehoff, yeah.
Yep.
What was the word that you had to find someone to pronounce again?
July.
Oh,
I insisted it was pronounced July.
Yeah,
July.
And I was saying, and I don't even remember what we were hawking at that time. I think it was...
It was cummerbunds. It was large cummerbunds.
They would have to be large if you're a part of it, probably.
And I was also saying, why can't we advertise suspenders? And you guys all said that's because that's not the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And when you found a guy that said July, you're certain he wasn't like being anti-Semitic or something like that.
You know what?
Or was it like a Cuban guy accusing someone of lying? Like, July.
I think we got to let Joe do those.
I
and we
apologize.
don't jump in on them.
I said it as
Why
white
not?
as possible.
Oh, it's.
Can I do it?
No, I don't think you. Well,
Probably. Yeah, I think you probably
I mean,
should.
it was a different time,
Yeah.
so probably.
I will say in your defense, I did go to LaFar when I told you how to pronounce your own name.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I said, Orson.
Well, you know what was funny is I got so mad I set something on fire in the studio when he called me Orson Welles.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really funny, Jackie Mehoff.
And then I remember you went and got a bunch of water from a sort of brick thing in the
A
ground.
deep hole in the ground.
And he was calling you Orson Welles.
It was full of pennies and wishes.
Yeah. You were putting that fire out with people's wishes.
Oh, because the pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wish was to not be tossed out of Hollywood. And just do commercials.
Yeah, but
Didn't
unfortunately...
work. I used a dime. That was probably my issue.
You were still in that... We watched you in the Muppet movie
We
recently.
did.
Who was I in that again?
You're at the very end. You sort of make the Muppets famous.
Yeah, you write them the rich and famous contract.
Oh, I'm almost
kind
of like the Oz man.
No, that's the guy that voices Fozzie.
Yeah, they call him the Ozman.
They call him the Oz.
The Oz man.
But also, I wrote Citizen Kane.
And cut. That's a take on our ad for Orson Welles cummerbuns. That's what it's a 2-minute 47-second ad. It's gonna run.
That's great, but can you guys not use our podcast to record?
Listen,
ads?
we just find people who have recording equipment.
I mean, respect
and we
Matt.
bring Orson.
Yeah, you know.
It's not the or part, it's the son at the end.
Orson.
I think, I was a little annoyed because he was telling me to pronounce it Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And I was like, find someone to do that and I'll go down on you. And then he did, so I did.
Yeah.
How many times
forgot
have you
about that.
gone down on this man?
I think you also said find someone who pronounces it hello and I'll go down on you. And
You
that
just
was
really wanted to
easy.
suck that guy's dick.
I remember
Kind of
you
a-
were like, find someone to go down on me and I'll go down on you. And then you guys just went down on each other.
I'm more of a generous lover.
Yeah.
I don't need him to blow me.
I've always thought that looking at you, that you seem like such a generous lover.
Yeah.
And also, I once again, it's pronounced Fi-La-Tio.
He says that while I'm...
did someone call me?
Oh, you're the person who the act is named after.
That's right. My name is Fi-La-Tio. I'm the first person to ever think about it.
Yeah, are you a filmmaker
Before
also?
that, people da with their mouths, Am I a filmmaker? Well, let's just say I made some films the first time I came up with the act.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now movie doesn't exist yet, but I wrote it down really fast.
I heard your films suck. Is that true?
Well, that was the review, but it was unclear what they meant.
But you took some licks and you got back strong, right?
Okay, I see what you guys are doing, but seriously, you're diminishing my accomplishments.
Want a blow pop?
I don't get that one because we did not have this candy in my time.
Oh, you know it's a candy.
No, he wants you to blow his father.
Oh.
Who your father?
Blow,
Who's your daddy?
Pop over here.
Who is your father and what does he do?
I am a doctor. Okay.
Oh.
Dr. Pop.
Dr. Pop.
Doctor. Yeah, lesser known Dr. Pepper's younger brother.
It's the Walmart version of Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pop.
Dr. Pop, you're the doctor that every radio station wanted you to have your own show, and you just refused. They were like, Dr. Pop, that's a great name.
It's a good name.
For an hour, and you were just
and
like,
I said, I'm the one that's going to make you feel good. I'm the one that's going to make you feel all right.
And then there happened to be members of an 80s hair band who were standing just randomly.
Or there was a cousin of them. And like, hey,
Hey, you know that new song you've been listen to this.
it's
Say
me,
it again.
Jimmy Six.
I remember the time that someone called you up and they were like, Doctor, give me the news. And there was a white-faced woman standing nearby who gave that idea to Robert Palmer.
Because she had a bad case of loving you?
I think, she was in love with a sheep.
But it actually turned out to be ovarian cysts.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't explore that part.
No, that part, well, that's the third verse, which sort of gets cut from the radio version, but it's in the album version.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all it got cut from.
Wow. I don't know if that was Adam or Jackie Mehoff, but whoever riffed it, it's pretty solid.
It's pronounced Mehoff.
Mehoff?
Oh.
Okay.
Find someone who pronounces it Mehoff, and you'll blow me.
Oh, yeah. There was that financial criminal, Bernie Mehoff, too.
Oh, yeah. He was always getting burned off.
Yeah, his real name was Pisses.
He was a Pisces, I think.
Italian guy, Fi-La-Tio.
Hey, what's up? What you guys want?
I meant to ask you, since you made films, and you're the one who created the act, so so people haven't been blowing each other up until...
Blowing each other up? That's a different thing. You want my brother, Ciforio.
Hey, Fi-La-Tio.
That's my brother.
No, it's me, your sister.
Oh, this is my sister.
Cunnilingus. Cunnilinguini.
I don't know what she gets up to, and I don't want to think about it.
And I'm a Ciforio. To close on the loop.
Ciforio?
It's me, a Ciforio. I blow things
So
up.
you're the one to blow things up.
Yeah.
I thought you were like a male version of Sephora.
No. But I will give you makeover.
And listen, my cousin Analingus is not coming. Do not invite him.
He make a thing blow up. I make a thing go down.
Analingus make things shitty.
Anyone in there?
Oh, is that Analingus?
All right, we got to be quiet.
Anyone in there?
Everyone shut the fuck up. I'm not even kidding. I'll blow all of you if you make a noise.
I'll do the blowing
Oh, yeah, he'll blow you up. That's what I meant.
with the bomb.
He's really knocking really loud. The dogs are going crazy downstairs. He's going to know.
You're disturbing the chico.
Is someone talking to me in there, even though they're hiding?
No.
Someone said you're disturbing the Chico, but it was whisper.
Hey, shh, what are you guys hiding from down here? Shh.
Oh, it's my uncle, Sottovoce.
Sottovoce. What's going on? I live in Matthew's attic.
Secret Hitler, first of all, stop coming down during the podcast. You know what? It's our time.
Yes.
It's our time! The Goonies case.
We're going to have both those count as a character, by the way. So Sottovoce and Secret Hitler.
Oh, yeah. You know Sottovoce? He been living up in the attic with me, Secret Hitler. Yes, I've been living up there. I've been living up there for a long, long time.
What the fuck is going on
You're
over
a
there?
Vietnamese prostitute?
Sottovoce, you're louder than
I
you
know.
normally
They should
are.
call me Hardavoce.
By the way, Adam, just for clarification, the reason we knew that was Secret Hitler, that's a character that's been on the show.
Oh, okay.
Shh, don't
Wait,
don't tell everybody.
I haven't heard of this Secret Hitler.
Shh,
Well, have you
good,
heard the
good,
game?
then it's working.
I just think you would have thought you'd be better. Oh, wait, because it's a secret.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And the secret is I'm good now. You know, I changed my mind about all that stuff.
Oh, you changed your German accent for one.
Yeah.
Argentina does weird things to you.
Hey, I had a long, I've been dating a nice Argentinian woman, and I've come up with a lot of new ideas. I voted for Kamala.
Oh.
You can vote here?
Yeah. Well, I use Matt's card.
What is
My mail-in ballot.
do
I
you
was
have
like,
a
at least I don't
more-
have to go anywhere.
Do you have a more embarrassing secret than being Hitler?
Well, let's see. Sometimes when upstairs in Matt's attic, sometimes when Matt takes a shit, I think it smells good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's more embarrassing.
Ugh, Hitler. Yuck.
To be fair, my diet is mostly
I'm really going off
Oh
this.
God!
Hitler
Now
guy.
you guys think I've gone too far, huh?
my diet is mostly Smarties, so I could see, and that's year round. That's not just for Halloween. I'm
Yes,
mostly eating
very
Smarties.
intelligent children. He's
Yeah,
eating.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will have no.
Oh God!
Is anyone in there?
You guys, shh. Just keep it cool, okay? He'll
Well, you
never
know,
we're in
you
here.
know the most about this, like hiding quietly,
Yes, I
right?
hide in Matt's attic, of course.
Yeah, you've become the Anne Frank of our generation.
Don't even mention her, of course. My enemy, out loud and frank.
I forget who was.
Guten Tag.
Hey!
Hi.
God, here she comes. And
Yeah.
and she's bad now too.
Yeah?
Yeah, my middle name's Overly, and Overly Frank.
She
and
had-
I've had it up to here with you guys.
No
when I say up to
concern.
here, I'm in the attic.
no concern for your feelings when she
No.
says these things.
I've been writing about you all in my diary, and
Oh,
it's
God.
kind of mean.
It's like a
See
burn
that?
book?
Yeah,
You have a
it's-
burn
yes,
book?
it's the burn book.
Yeah,
But
which
don't
is,
say burn book
No,
in front of this
Oh,
guy.
that's a valid point. That's a
that means
valid
something
point.
different back then. We're from a different time,
That's
you know.
true.
But I'm trying to do my best. Did I mention I voted for Kamala?
You did.
I like
Almost too many times.
As I'm Frank, I like to come down from the attic from time to time, and I just to see some stand-up comedy. And I
It's
think-
pronounced stand-up comedy. Say stand-up comedy again, I'll go down on you.
I write about that in my diary too.
Oh God!
The good thing about stand-up comedy is there's no jokes about me whatsoever.
Right,
True.
yes.
You, Helen Keller.
Well, Helen's here with me. Say hello, Helen. There she goes.
Hello, Helen.
And there's nothing a comedy audience loves more than a 100-year-old woman who has not seen sunlight in many, many years coming into their comedy club for an audience.
The only thing they like more is a woman who doesn't speak. Say hello, Helen. She's waving.
Hello, Helen.
Oh.
The miracle worker is over there trying to encourage her. What's
Yeah.
your name again, miracle worker?
Oh, so that's not okay. So then,
That's right. We refused to yes and that.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna count her.
Even Helen went with it, and she can't speak.
Yeah. Helen's just shaking her head like, God damn, come on, guys. Miracle worker. Actually, let's see. I'm looking at her ID right now. She's busy helping Helen out with her stand-up act. Oh wow, her last name's Whip and her first name's Miracle.
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Whip, can you help out? Like,
Miss Whip.
you taught Helen Keller how to communicate. Like, what are some other communication skills you could teach us?
Yeah, well, hang on. Let me lean into the mic while I help her with a new sign. So, yeah, I know that's pi. Taught her
Now, are you
pi.
teaching
You taught her
3.14?
3.1415191624191875423221.
Hey, we haven't gotten that far.
Okay,
We
very
were
good.
counting down at some point there.
You sure? Happy New Year! It's me, Dick Clark. Hi, how's it going? You're welcome. I got you rid of you, miracle worker. You had nothing to say. Have they found my body yet?
No, is your
Do you
body
guys-
missing?
I believe someone stole it a
No,
long time
your whole
ago.
body or just your
Yeah.
dick, Clark?
My Dick Clark.
Okay, great.
Jesus Christ! This is broadcasting now.
Well, podcasting.
Oh, okay, very good.
It's
So
a very close.
can
Yeah,
it be Dick Clark's?
Dick Clark's rockin' New Year's Eve podcast.
Can we do that? Dick Clark's 30 characters. Is it okay if we call it that?
I mean, I don't know. Probably
I'll put my name on it.
That'd be good for our probably SEO.
Can it be Ryan Seacrest presents Dick Clark's 30 characters podcast?
And that's two characters straight away.
Yeah, that's two
Yeah.
characters. We'll be here every week.
I mean, I do like Seacrest. He's all right.
Yeah, he's in, he's out. It's a good
But how do
time.
you don't mind that he's taken over your whole legacy?
You know what he's not done? He's not hosted the fucking Pyramid. And
That's
I
true.
won't let him.
Who's doing
I was
that?
like, Michael Strahan will
That's
host it,
right,
or
Michael
no one
Strahan.
will. No one will.
No,
Hello?
no, Analingus, you gotta go.
I feel like I might move.
I have pie.
3.1415191827654321.
I can't hear inside, but yeah, 3.145 8675309.
Oh, Jenny.
Numbers, I don't trust it.
Oh, guys, please don't sing that song about me.
Jenny.
Yeah, I'm
Hi,
Jenny.
Oh, so Jenny, I used to call you so many times as a kid.
You did.
Yeah.
Did you get my number off the wall?
No, I just from that song.
Oh, so you secondhand.
I guess so, yeah.
Are there any like vinyl records that like you like? I guess what I'm asking is, what are you spinning, Jenny?
Oh, these days, Forrest Gump soundtrack mostly. Yeah, I listen to that suite a lot. Big fan of the Feather Suite.
I put down your real last name. Jenny was a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Shall we sing it?
Sure.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Feather floating in the air.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Now, does that song play before or after your dad molested you?
Who, me, Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh, you're referring to me.
By the way, I'm so fucking sick of that song.
It plays all the time.
I was Forrest Gump's roommate in college.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got fucking stuck with him. He was in my platoon as well.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, I'm finally rid of this guy. I'm on the U.S. Olympics ping pong team, and this fucking this guy.
I don't know if you know this, but Forrest Gump, he sort of pops up all throughout history, and you're almost like the Forrest Gump of Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I would have been, but this prick comes along and he talks real slow, and it was a little charming. And he ran a lot.
I don't think talking real slow is what was really charming about him.
You're telling me.
Wow.
I had to listen to it.
Is your name?
Who puts a 4-second pause between the words ping and pong?
Wait, does he do that in the movie? I don't remember that.
4 seconds, yeah. Count Mississippi.
When in the movie does he do that?
And then on the screen, even a little clock comes up and counts it off.
Zemeckis is like, we got to do something for these 4 seconds.
So wait, what was like the coolest part at least? That must have been something. Like, did you have sex with his mom so he could get better grades in school?
I tried.
Yeah.
Man, his mom.
You
What?
tried to have sex with her or tried to get
You know
better
why?
grades?
I don't. His mother looked almost exactly like Sally Field,
That's a
but
valid
like
point.
way older for
Yeah.
some reason.
I heard when you hit on her too, she says, "You like me. You really like me."
She looks like someone I started stand up with in sort of the late 80s. His mother, actually.
Were you-
And actually, he
that's
looks a
right.
lot like someone that I started stand up with.
Oh, I'm sure that's just another string to his fucking bow.
Wait, who were you?
Well, I was in the movie Punchline, and she was Sally Field, and he was Tom Hanks.
So, are you Taylor Negron?
I'm Taylor Negron. Yeah.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
I remember she was married to John Goodman.
Yeah, because Taylor, you were talking first person as what sounded like Andy, and then you said something about I knew them from 80s stand-up. So maybe I missed when.
No, yeah, I'm Taylor Negron, star of Punchline.
What else?
Tons
of stuff.
True. No, Nothing But Trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know anything else you've been in?
Of course I do.
You
but
weren't-
what are
what's
you
weird
guys
is
up to?
What's weird is you weren't in the Taylor Negron story.
No, they got who'd they get for that? It was that Jacob Elordi.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
I don't
I get
know-
it. He does look like me.
I
But
know you said you star of Punchline, but I really have no idea who you are.
Nothing But Trouble. You ever seen that?
He's got a very normal face and isn't weird looking at all.
Yeah.
Short
Damn,
and
Forrest
Circuit.
Gump's roommate.
You know,
Listen, I'm sick of all of it. I'm sick of anyone who's in entertainment, to be honest.
Yeah.
How did he graduate college is my question. How
Who,
did he
Forrest?
stay academically
I
eligible
don't
for
know.
football?
The same way he became the head of a multinational shrimp company.
A hurricane? Is that how it happened?
Falls ass backwards into luck.
Also, the funniest thing that I think everyone forgets is that he invested in Apple. Like he's
Yeah,
one of the
he
early
did.
investors in Apple.
He did.
just
there-
because he liked apples, or
There's only what? Like Lieutenant Dan for a little bit is kind of like Forrest, you get like things seem to come to you too. There should have been someone else from his town that was just mad at
Yeah,
him the
it's
whole
me.
time. Oh, I apologize.
hello, Mr. Gump.
Jesus, goddamn.
Hello. Hey, is my college roommate in there? I'm out here with some guy named Analingus.
I think that's my father.
Oh,
Outside.
Haley Joel Osment.
Hello, Mr. Gump. I'm Haley Joel Osment, Forrest Gump Jr.
Do you have AIDS?
Well, probably.
Yeah.
But who's to say? I do know I see dead people, so either I have AIDS and that's part of the delusions that I'm getting from my brain rotting away, or I see dead people.
Okay.
So you always see him. You see. So
You see
you're the
Jenny.
reason we can see Jenny.
Yeah, I'm here
Yes,
because of you.
Absolutely. I am the ghost whisperer of this podcast, Mr. Gump.
Because you've got a combination of seeing ghosts and AIDS. We've contracted your ability to see ghosts.
Don't forget, I'm special needs as well.
Hey, by the way, have you watched Forrest Gump? Have you seen how horrible your mother's life was?
No, I've watched Tusk.
AI, I'm assuming.
AI, Pay It Forward.
Uh-huh.
I've watched
Random episodes of Comedy Bang Bang
Sex
the series.
Education.
Sure.
Yeah.
Comedy Bang Bang the series and podcast.
Sixth Sense.
How do you feel about how you've aged?
He means horribly, by the way.
So you're
They chose you to play J.D. Vance on Kimmel.
Oh, on Kimmel.
On Kimmel, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm still just a little boy who has Mr. Gump for a father.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't really know much about that, but I assume I'm happy.
So are you still the same age then?
Yeah. This
Was it
many.
weird? Was it weird that when you met your father, you were probably smarter than him?
Well, same. We actually would have many what we called mental races.
He did love running.
Where
Someone just talk shit about me in there.
he would be running and have to do a mouth problem, and I would just do it sitting still because I don't have to run.
That
but
seems
he loves to
unfair.
run. Well, he loves to run. It actually helps him think.
Until he goes, I think I'll stop now. And then everyone who used him as their kind of like
Yeah.
the guy they
Uh-huh.
look up
When
to.
Right.
when people would say to, "Hey, Forrest," when people would say you should run it by him, would you take that literally? And you
Well, yeah.
would, but that's not what it means. How big is the line forming out there, by the way?
There's like a guy from Studio 54 out here.
I'm from DoorDash.
Oh.
Oh, he's at the other door.
I got 12 apple pies. Hang on,
3.14.
I got 13 apple
A
pies.
baker's dozen of apple pies.
That's right. That's what we bake them. So that's what we do. Got baker's dozen.
It's
Oh, that's for me and all the people waiting in line.
Oh, sorry. I bring around the front.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Baker's
sorry.
dozen is not a rational number,
No.
but pie is.
Pie is rational.
Oh, you think I'm rational? I'm pie.
Hey, Pie, what up?
I like that film that was A Life of You.
Yeah.
It was you and
Oh,
a tiger.
Joker?
And
no.
What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him?
Well,
3.146.
8675309.
you get what you fucking deserve, right?
For Secret Hitler, that's 8675309.
I don't like that you know that, Matthew.
Well, for those who listen to the podcast, this is a real fact about Matt is that he took German because of like thinking Spanish was a dirty language.
Adam Harder, I'll say it. Adam Harder, my friend in 8th grade, said that Spanish is a dirty language, so we all took.
Do you think
And you skipped over French.
The French was not an option.
Oh, okay.
It was only those two
is
options.
the fact you speak German connected to the fact that did Hitler feel like he's more?
I hope not. I don't want that
comfortable?
fuck.
There's a lot of things about Matthew that made me more comfortable, but the German was one of them.
And
Yeah.
the hugs.
The hugs.
I'm very loving.
He's a good
Yes.
hugger.
Yeah.
That I
The-
sometimes I have
the-
night terrors, but I wake up in the middle of the night and he holding me.
The constant marching. He's always just marching
Yes.
around.
Just constantly.
Yes.
Was that movie with David Schwimmer where it's like a Nazi's in hiding and the kid realizes he's a Nazi and David Schwimmer's like a teacher at the school? That not-
No, that's just
that
an episode
Pupil?
of Friends.
The one with the Nazis.
the one with the Nazis. It's Gunther.
Oh no, Gunther.
Yes, Gunther really comes into overdrive in that episode. It was tough to take his character back after that episode.
Come on, no one pronounces it Gunther. If you pronounce it Gunther, I'll go down on all three of you right now.
That makes a sense because in that show, Gunther was literally just taking orders.
That's a valid point. That is a valid point.
He's the one who broke the whole news about Ross cheating on Rachel. They were on a break.
They were on a break.
All right, Analingus, Forrest Gump, you're not getting in here. All right, there's not enough chicks in there already. All right, and Forrest Gump, you're not getting in here with that shirt.
Is this Mike Myers' version or the real guy?
That's right. I'm Mike Myers' version of Steve Rubel from 54. I own Matt's building.
And once again, you don't. You're not going to press charges, right? I'm the guy who sold. I'm the hot tub salesman that sold the hot tub, and one
Go
guy
ahead.
dies in your hot tub and he ruined my business.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
who? What? What is this story?
go ahead. You
I'm
tell him.
assuming it's from the film.
I'm legally not
no?
allowed.
Matthew Perry?
But let's just say
What are
some
you talking about?
there was some cocaine in a hot tub, and I don't know if you've ever read the Chuck Palahniuk story about the guy who gets his asshole stuck to the pool drain.
I have.
No, I've not.
but
Go on. Mike Myers'
basically
version of Steve.
something like that. It happened. The hot tub was on. I flipped the switch into overdrive, which they told me you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to do. And I said, fuck it. I'm Mike Myers from Studio 54. I'll do what I want. And so I flipped the switch into overdrive. Next thing you know, some guy's got his poor asshole stuck on the drain, and it's pulling out all of his intestines the wrong way. The wrong way.
Didn't someone come up to you being like, hey, how about this whirlpool is just the highest level is just drive? And you're like, but these go up to overdrive.
Yeah, it was a sort of Spinal Tap thing that I thought would be funny.
And by the way, that story was 100% true. I'm Chuck Palahniuk, and I only ever write about things that really happened to me in my life.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's always slightly different. Like I was in a flight club.
Okay.
Yeah, where we would just go around and we'd have drinks, different like rows of drinks.
flight.
And I wrote down the notes wrong. And someone was like, "What's this about a fight club?" And I was like, "Oh." And then
And
I
you
went
rewrote the entire
And
book.
quickly, you're like, rule
Yeah,
number one is
I'll
we
be
don't talk
typo.
about Fight Club. You're like, well, if I say this,
good.
they won't have to ask me any
Yeah.
more questions.
So wait,
pretty
so
good.
all it took was someone to ask you how come it's called Fight Club, and you chose rather than just writing
No,
the book
but
you
even
were
before
working
that, it was called Fight Cub. It was about a
It was about
baby
RFK
bear.
Jr.
Yeah, it was. It was
Fighting the
about
cub.
RFK.
Oh my God, guys! Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh my God, so good. I'm just
I guess you
sorry,
are.
my voice sounds rough. We've just been partying down in Mar-a-Lago
That's
for the
why your
last few
voice
days.
sounds rough.
Yeah, are you reading any books about medicine or no? Because
Actually, I'm so honored to meet you, sir. I've been reading Invisible Monsters and Lullaby. And
Now, what was that
Survivor.
originally?
It was about the TV show The Monsters.
Oh
it was
my
about
God!
how I couldn't get it on my
Couldn't find
TV.
it,
Yeah, I
yeah.
couldn't find
It was Invisible
Monsters.
Monsters.
well, what was the movie Choke then? Was that about soda?
Yeah.
Coke?
No, it was about cake.
Oh.
Wow, that is so far off.
The band?
Choke?
Was it about the band cake?
It was
And I heard
about-
they took that cake screenplay and made it into a Jennifer Aniston movie, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
You guys don't have any fluoride in these cans of soda, do you?
Sure we don't.
All right, good.
And I use a Brita filter, so it's all out of my water.
So you're about to
God.
be in charge of health services.
all
right?
the health. He's putting me in charge of all the health. His words, not mine.
But why bother doing that? You know?
I've done some fucked up things. I just keep that tray rolling. You know what I mean? I
Do you-
cut a whale's head off with a chainsaw. You don't think I can be in charge of the health?
Tell him
That
about
is
the-
real. Yes.
Tell him about the bear.
Oh, you know about the bear, right?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out who
Oh,
this.
sorry, I'm the worm that lives in his brain.
Are you talking about the sitcom, the really hilarious show that's on?
Yeah, the
Wins all the Emmys for comedy.
We love to watch the
I thought
bear
you meant
on
Herman's head.
Hulu. We love to watch the bear on Hulu. We laugh and laugh and laugh. And
Oh,
Jamie
my
Lee
God,
Curtis
me and
yells at
Cheryl.
the children.
Man, the worm is like really on like putting their
I
arm.
might start dating her now that Cheryl wants to divorce
I just don't
me.
get how does it ever worry you that that you're like have attached to this disgusting creature worm?
Tell him to go fuck himself, Robert. You don't gotta take that from him.
First of all, you need to go fuck yourself.
Get him.
Why do you like being with him?
It's called a symbiotic relationship. We're like Venom and Eddie Brock. It's like
Shouldn't one of you be good then?
that's me. I'm the good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he's-
RFK puts you on.
Yeah.
Yeah, every morning he puts me in, and I help him. I can translate all the languages in his ear. First of all, I'm a babble worm.
It's a babble worm. 42 is the best number of the universe.
I don't know what that means. I can't read.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hi, settle down.
All right.
Oh, my God.
By the
Bob.
way, I love these guys.
Big fans, huh? Great to meet you.
Tell him not to get vaccinated.
He knows. I could tell.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a lab coat on and his hair's going crazy, so I don't think he's even worried about that shit.
Worm in the brain. Are you behind?
Are you
all,
talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you behind all the animal murders?
Wait, hang on. He was looking in a mirror with a gun saying that.
You're talking to me? I don't see anybody else around.
There's
so you
no
better be
other
fucking
brain
talking
worms
to me.
here.
He's an RFK driver.
Anyway, yeah, I keep getting RFK to kill bigger and bigger animals in the hopes that I may be able to jump into their heads and have a new host. Like him when I thought I saw the bear and I said, oh, I could be in a bear instead of an RFK. Wouldn't that be great? And then he killed the bear to stop me from going into him. And then I said, oh, look at that beach whale. I could go into that whale. Wouldn't that be nice?
Why did you pick him?
We don't pick who we pick. You just know when it's love.
I don't. Here's what happened. I was up at the compound, and I jumped into the creek where the car flipped over, and the worm just happened to be in there.
You and your whole family doesn't have a lot of luck in cars.
Honestly, it's not the best.
A lot of people don't know this, but I started at the bottom of a tequila bottle for Ted Kennedy.
Oh.
So he drank you.
He drank me, threw it in the back seat, fell off the bridge in Chappaquiddick. RFK went swimming. Swim, swim, swim. Here I come in your ear.
So how old are you?
Oh, God. I can't remember a time I wasn't alive.
So you're like a Lovecraftian Cthulhu creature that you just outlive.
Again, I can't read, so I don't know what that is. But
So how long have you been around then? What's the earliest brain you were in?
Yeah.
God,
Was it a mummy and you got pulled out?
I don't like it when they talk about the other brains. I just like my brain.
You get jealous, huh?
I'm jealous of the other brains.
He's mad because I was in some caveman brains that were actually more well-formed than his.
Is his voice a symptom of having you in his brain?
Legitimately, he said that in his divorce proceedings.
Wait, really?
Yeah, the whole reason people know about me at all is because he had to disclose me in his divorce proceedings and said that was the reason for his degenerative decline and not, in fact, the years of drug abuse and psychedelics.
Have you ever tried to meet another human with a worm in its brain, and that would be your...
Oh, my God, that would be the dream, right?
Hey, can I...
Have you ever, dated a girl and then your best friend dates her best friend?
It sounds weird, but I'm
not.
I'm like the main guy from She's All That, and I was kind of thinking worm and brain. Like, I don't know, man. I think you deserve better.
Well, he's trying to make you. He's trying to make you like the guy from Fast and Furious.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me take these glasses off. Does this help for me at all?
And I'm M. Night Shyamalan, who wrote She's All That.
Is that true?
Yes.
You got a writing credit on She's All That?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what was the twist then in that one?
The twist is that I wrote it.
When she took her glasses
She
off,
takes
that
her
was the
glasses
twist.
off. You remember? She's like an ugly broad for the whole movie, and then she takes her glasses off. And
Freddie Prinze Jr., right? That's the main.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
What's crazy is that this was the twist, is that she had a worm in her brain all along.
And that's what made her ugly to
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw that script and I said, you got to squash this because if people know this is out there, they're going to start looking for me.
Hey, worm and brain?
Yeah.
I've got a hacky sack.
By the way, that noise, was that just more worms
Knocking.
knocking?
There's a tiny
Could you
Mike
tell
Myers.
them to keep it down?
It's a tiny Mike Myers in the air conditioning vent keeping all the worms from coming onto the podcast.
That's very nice of him. Thank you.
Those worms knocking is upsetting the worms in the dog's stomach downstairs.
Yeah, you guys really got to get them that hot stuff.
Yeah.
The
Sorry.
chew. What do you do? The chew?
Yeah, we mostly do the chew.
I'm
Okay.
like, what would you say? Like, what would be, because our podcast is normally just kind of like we have characters come in, but what would be a good way to end a podcast with like a twist? Like what?
I know what it would be, baby.
Chubby Checker.
That's right, it's me. Every song I did was trying to get a new dance craze going.
Chuck, you're not allowed to be within 500 yards. I, M. Night Shyamalan, have a restraining order again's Chucky Checker.
He stole my bit, he did.
Pronounce it Shyamalan. I'm gonna go down on you.
He's been suing me. He says that I can't have any movie with a twist in it because he invented the twist.
I sued Hardee's for their twist cone, and I got to be in the commercial for it. I didn't get paid. I just got that sweet TV time.
He tried suing hurricanes. And
Yeah, but
Tornadoes. Yeah.
It was a no judgment. They didn't even show up to court.
What about the Helen Hunt movie, Twister?
Twister? Oh, I got a lawsuit for that one and Twisters. Throw that S on there. More money for Chucky.
Can you ever stop twisting?
Come on, Joey. You know I don't.
You're suing bottle caps?
Suing caps now. You know I will.
But what? Can't you do something? Because have you ever heard of the Cha-Cha Slide?
You talk about my friend Casper?
Yeah, so
I'm still waiting for that second one to come out. It's
know.
never. He died recently. Unlike
what's
me,
weird
I'll
is
live forever.
He says that that's the second one.
Are you older than the worm that lives in RFK's brain?
Oh, I assure you, he's not. I was at the very first improv show.
Oh, God.
Aristophanes, right?
No, of course it was me. Insabba, Nool.
I forget that. I know what you're talking about. He's referencing.
Canonically on our podcast, the very first improviser.
I'll just say.
half of the pyramids, build them or die.
Did you get a suggestion from the brainworm? Is that how it started?
That's right. I got suggestions constantly from the brainworm, and I thought this suggesting stuff is a good idea.
And I am Shabanu, the first woman that the first improviser slept with, even though he's not supposed to sleep.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so
his
she was in my
scene
class. She took a class from me.
She was roughly 30 years younger than you.
Yeah, so, which of course I'm 100.
Oh, so that's actually not bad.
Right.
In
170.
Nool, did you ever like get suggestions from the slaves? Like in a session, they just constantly were like, freedom.
Yeah, and so I'd be like, okay, here's a scene about how you're never getting freedom.
Oh, Jesus.
Sort of do a scene
Wow.
for
And
him.
we would be out in this. It was an open air thing. We'd be out in a thing. It was what we call it a dell. And then I would be trying to do some scenes, and he would get close. Dell would get close in the scene.
Oh, there it is. Now, can I ask? Because you were what his 10th two-person show after the other ones got
Yes.
older.
It was a small.
And I'd be like, from this half of the audience, can I hear an occupation? Oh, I heard titty-grabbing monster. And then I, of course, would play the titty-grabbing monster while she would have to avoid getting her
grabbed.
titties grabbed.
And he would and then occasionally a mammoth would come in, a mastodon would come in and would stomp some of the audience, and then I would scream, and he would go, "That's not in the scene. That's
Wait.
not what we've agreed upon."
Yep.
In Egypt?
Huh?
Mammoths?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a long, long time
Yeah,
ago.
it was a long time
They helped
ago.
build the pyramids.
Yeah, we
The
would use
mammoth.
them to move all the things around. That and slaves.
Yeah. You think you'd stick with the mammoths, but
Yeah.
all right.
Well, you know.
Yeah, we established those yes and rules all that time ago, and some people still haven't learned them.
Yeah, wow.
Right. Some would say you don't have to look far to find examples of people who have not learned them.
Shut up. Should we do plugs? We got
Yeah,
such
where are
a,
we at?
We're at 36 minutes, everybody. Come on, baby.
We're at 30 characters.
It's 36.
Well, yeah. Let's let's go ahead and start doing plugs, huh?
Why not, baby?
A little early, but it's gonna take a while.
What you doing this month? Can I just? No. All right, that's fine.
What you doing this month?
Yeah.
Is that the everybody doing the question ask?
We're
plug,
gonna
yeah.
for the listener. If we want the listeners to take that out, you have it clean, sample it, give us some remixes of
Yeah.
that. We're gonna make that our plugs theme.
Yeah. So Chubby, just before we move on to plugs,
All right, come on, everybody. Talk to Chubby all the time. Go right ahead, Joe.
did you have any songs besides Twist? Like Let's Twist Again.
I had Twist. I had Let's Twist Again. Still
had-
twisting.
Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys with the twist.
Got Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys, and then the couple of fat guys, and then Fatty, and then just back to Chubby again because they all died of coronary issues. And then I had Come On Baby, My Back Hurts, Can We Do It Tomorrow? That was a popular one.
Wait, that was just about being injured.
Yeah, from the Twist.
And of course, I would hang out to Fatty Arbuckle.
It's my old friend Fatty Arbuckle.
You wanna know what's crazy about you, Fatty?
What?
Two things. Well-
Not the Pepsi bottle thing, huh?
What the hell?
Okay, nothing. What were you gonna say?
No, it was that Chris Farley was going to play you in a biopic, and apparently you got wrongly accused of rape, and then it ruined your career.
Yeah, I think that's the Pepsi bottle thing.
What is the
But-
Pepsi? What the hell?
I don't
Explain
really want
that.
it. We're a comedy podcast. Can't we just keep it?
We are. You're now part of the.
Well,
with
so-
Andy, Joe,
yeah.
and Matt and Fatty.
Yeah, that's right.
Fatty, Matt,
Fatty and Chubby.
Wait, so Fatty replaces
Fatty and
Andy?
Chubby. We should start our own podcast.
Fatty and Chubby, I do like the sound of that. We can have on Fats Domino.
Yeah.
You breathe hard and I keep twisting.
Honestly,
Fatty and Chubby. I have to say the ads that you're sponsored by on the Fatty and Chubby are just routinely the most unhealthy products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We successfully got KFC to bring back the double down.
Yeah, and then lard chews.
Lard chews,
Which
yeah.
are
It's like blue chews. It's like if you're not getting a boner,
just eat it
have a
alone.
lard chew. It won't help you get a boner, but you will
Suck
be
down,
fatter.
Crisco, get a boner. That's what we do. You're no longer a loner. I'm chubby. He's fatty, and we're
fatty.
here.
Sorry, I'm just so out of breath from watching you.
Insabba Nool, can you stop making out with Shabanu in the corner?
All right, sorry about that. I just, did you guys know Shabanu got her name from Adam Sandler?
Yes.
Hey, by the way,
Shabanu.
hey, don't take that. That's a lard chew. Oh boy,
No.
you're not gonna get a boner, dude. You're just gonna get fat.
What? No.
Yeah, you should have known because it was just a gray, thick pill, not a blue one.
In my day, all the pills
And
were gray.
I sorry, but I'm gonna move on. This is Shabanu. I just got a call back for Egyptian Saturday Night Live.
All right.
Oh, that's going to piss you off so bad.
Did you?
Sorry, Saturday Night Live.
Get fucked. You're 29. You look 31. Get out of here.
Yeah. Did you earn the audition or?
Well, someone came up and they said, "How do you pronounce Orson?" And then they had me blow someone. I think it got confused.
That was me. I'm outside now.
Why did you go outside?
Just,
He had those pies.
Right.
well, also people were pronouncing stuff.
We both did
Both
it.
gonna be
We both.
two Lornes are here, boys. We don't end the podcast
The
because it's time. You
Lorne.
end the podcast because it's 8:30.
So there were people out here pronouncing stuff correctly, by the way, just to answer your
By the
All
way,
right,
we're
well then-
going to do 3 months of the show, but in 90 minutes.
Also, we're gonna need to cut the last 5 minutes off the show.
Yeah.
Why?
But that was going to be my Shabanu's first sketch. I came all the way from Egypt.
But it was too weird, and Danny and Billy want to do another.
The
Blues
Blues Brothers.
Yeah, all I suggest is that we all turn to the side as we do the sketch.
Yes, it's way
You
too
know,
weird.
I think you and Steve Martin should get together to do a bit.
Something Paul Simon once said reminds me of this. Oblidi oblida, life goes on.
My
He
favorite.
was quoting the Beatles when he said that.
My favorite quote from Paul Simon is in that sketch where he's like, "When my outside shot's on, it's on," and it's the funniest. Him beating her. Who was it?
Connie Hawkins.
Yeah.
Oh, Connie Hawkins.
And
the
Connie
basketball
Hawkins saying,
player.
he's like, it's gonna be hard though. He's got a lot of chutzpah.
You know about that, they showed me a rough cut that was 3 minutes, and I said, make it 14 minutes.
That is
By the
true.
way-
People are going to love it.
Is this good when we're referencing a literal 50-year-old comedy sketch?
Yeah, but I think everyone's watched the best of.
Yes,
SNL.
I
everyone's
said,
watched it.
Johnny, eat little chocolate
By
donuts.
the way, I got no hard feelings towards Paul anymore now that I've joined Chubby and Fatty. I'm failing Arfunkel. I put on a lot of weight and I really let myself go. But I'm the official spokesperson, like a bridge over failing boners.
What's that other one
Eat
you have,
large shoes.
Hello, dark chocolate, my old friend.
That was me. Yep.
I am a
Can I ask? I think I was going to ask both the Lornes. So you know how
Yes.
Yes. By the way, you didn't submit this year, Joe. What happened?
We were looking for a tape
We
from
were
you
waiting
this
to see
year.
your John Oliver
We would have paid
impression.
you $1 million.
Yeah, but can I? So you know how like y'all decided not to have Shane Gillis on because the Asian slur, but do you still do best of SNLs with John Belushi as a samurai,
Well, that's different. It was a different time.
or an entire
You know-
Alec Baldwin Japanese host sketch with Mike Myers? You would know this. He played a Japanese game show
The
host,
game
and then
show.
Alec Baldwin, Janine Garofalo were also Japanese,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that was early '90s.
But Chris Farley wasn't.
Of course, these days
No, he's
we
from
would just
Wisconsin.
composite Bo and Yang to be all three people.
Oh, yes.
How many Bo and Yangs do you have?
Oh, and that is a.
And how many
by
does it
the
take
way,
to screw in a light bulb?
They've told me I can't keep calling them that around the office. By the way, every Asian person I say, wow, there's a lot of Bo and Yangs here, and they keep telling me that that's frowned upon.
Why is no one upset about Scott Thompson doing blackface on Kids in the Hall? You could be mad about that if you wanted.
Oh, what's worse, I heard he's not even gay.
He's
Sure.
not gay.
He's
Of course, I only know from Mark McKinney, who was on the cast in the late 90s.
yeah, I found that out the hard way that he's not gay.
Oh, you tried to fuck
Yeah, I
him.
tried to get him to pronounce something wrong.
All right. Well, the last 5 minutes have been cut, so let's go right into plugs.
Oh, the door's open.
Ready,
by
plugs?
the way. So now me and Analingus are. Oh,
Toby
wow.
Keith?
Toby Keith.
No, well, it could be. I
you
guess.
said you said the phrase "door open" in a country accent.
Well, no, I'm here too, but then
you haven't
it's-
been around in quite a while, Toby.
Well, I died.
Yeah.
But also, stupid is as stupid as roommate.
Oh, Forrest
Good
Gump.
to see you.
You
I've been
remember
outside
your,
with
God.
your college roommate.
God almighty.
Well, college roommate, U.S. military roommate. We did the ping pong team together.
Yes.
What team were you on together?
You
We
got
both showed our ass to Lyndon Johnson.
You got to meet the president, although I was the one who carried that little Vietnamese girl out of that burning village, and you don't. I got nothing.
And you also, and then you drank like 15 Dr. Pops, right?
yeah.
Ah, great reference.
And then it's weird because they didn't cover you at all in the movie.
No.
But
I'm always like right out of scene.
frame.
You just see. Remember that shot?
Oh no, because you slapped Jenny in front of the Black Panthers. That was you.
If I didn't do it, they were gonna.
Yeah.
That's a valid point.
But what a viewpoint to have.
Well, Forrest, thanks for stopping by. Anything to plug?
Analingus, because he's in here now.
Well, I guess he is, but
I mean, I'm assuming you had sex once in your life.
Yeah, it came inside Jenny.
Yeah, and you made it that baby, right?
Well, she says that, but bitches be lying.
Because you
Forrest
came in your
Gump.
pants when you were in college, when you were sitting outside her room with the rain. I know that movie very well. And those whores tried to have sex with you on New Year's Eve, but
Did you think when you came in your,
That was not a character at all.
when you came in your pants? Did you think you got the pants pregnant, and that the kid's mother was actually your trousers?
Well, and then also I created a rap lyric like, I come so fast I make my pants pregnant.
I remember Haley Joel Osment walks up to you and he's wearing pants, and you're like, yeah, he must be my kid. He's half pants.
Daddy, it's me, underwear boy. How are you?
Oh, no.
When you came in your pants, did you feel it run, Forrest, run down your legs?
Kind of stopped pretty quick.
Guys, I don't like you joking about this. I was that sleeping roommate when that happened, and it was fucking horrible.
Jenny's
yeah.
roommate?
Jenny's roommate. You see me, it goes down, and my eyes are wide open.
What's weird is me and I'm a Forrest roommate. We dated for a while.
We dated for a
That's what I
while.
was talking about
We
earlier.
hated those two fuckers.
Oh, yeah.
They were
you
the
gotta-
worst.
That's why I want to date someone else with a brain.
She got to go to the fucking mall and like sing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can
Oh,
tell
you mean
she's
the
your-
National Mall.
Yeah.
Not just like the shopping
No,
mall.
we sang. We sang at the
We
regular
sang
mall.
at the
And then
mall.
she left you behind when she got the big gig.
But yeah, we can tell she's your girlfriend because she got two black eyes.
All right.
Because you domestically abuse people.
All right.
You know what? But I'll still take that over that goddamn Forrest Gump.
That's my kind of improv, Insabba Nool.
Well, you took a break from making out to just jump in with that, huh?
All right, back over here.
All right.
Now, the thing about improv is,
All right. I think it's time for plugs
Let's
now.
plug it
right?
up.
All right.
Adam, if you remember, every guest plugs, every character that's shown up on the show.
Well,
needs
Orson
to plug.
Welles pronounced it wrong. Stop.
Orson Welles.
Yeah.
Or
Orson.
Yeah, well, Jackie.
well,
Brown.
it's
All right. I guess my plug is who wants a blowjob.
Oh, so you're just
You're just
you
giving
you
them
admit it.
out.
You're just
I'm,
looking.
I'm giving up on the
Okay.
whole pronunciation scam.
Okay.
Did they name the pig on U.S. Acres after you? Is that
Orson.
a weird enough reference? Orson, the pig who was on
No.
Garfield and Friends.
Green Acres?
reference-
Did you say U.S. Acres?
U.S. Acres. That was
Green-
the name of the.
Green Acres.
No, Green Acres is the show with Mr. Douglas.
And there's a different show called
Yeah.
U.S. Acres.
It was the card. Yeah, because there was a separate comic that Jim Davis, Muncie, Indiana, created called U.S. Acres, and that was the farm.
Show me U.S. Acres and I'll go down.
U.S. Acres.
and isn't it true that like all of your movie titles are shortened references to that? Like you're in The Third Man. To pronounce this wrong, I will blow him. You were in.
Citizen Kane. You pronounced it wrong.
Well, you told your
War
wife.
of the World of Blowing Dudes.
I remember you told your wife, if you get this wrong, we can bring a third man into our bedroom.
I don't
and
know
I'll
this.
blow him.
I'm assuming Third Man's a movie I made.
It
Yeah,
is.
confirmed.
Yeah.
A touch of evil is what I call Fi-La-Tio.
Uh-huh.
Well, hang on. There's one more plug before you, and it's my. But we should talk. So now, Jackie Mehoff, your turn.
Yeah, I'm giving voice over lessons.
Diction.
It's dictione.
Did somebody call me?
Get out of here.
Okay, sorry.
He's begging
Don't
it
write
out
it
to do plugs.
Who else?
Well, yeah, I have to go down on him since he said it wrong. And speaking of which, Fi-La-Tio.
No, finally you want to hear from Fi-La-Tio. I've been blowing up lately, as you guys know. Little oral sex joke.
we got
Your
it.
name's really a mouthful.
Well, that's the Italian thing,
Yeah, honestly, you are the joke being played with you now. It's like this is just an entire Arrested Development episode with Tobias.
I have seen
Well-
someone tapping on your head for quite some time now.
Yes,
Yeah.
they just keep trying to push on my shoulders
Yeah.
rudely, push me down.
Yeah.
But the thing about Fi-La-Tio and a lot of Italian names, we always end on an O. What's up? Ooh.
and
And I'll be at the Lincoln Lodge this Saturday.
yeah.
Aw, congrats.
All right, Dr. Pop. Yeah, not much. All right. Kind of linguini.
Oh yeah, kind of linguini.
My sister.
I'll just be going down to the regular places, and are we doing real plugs?
Doing clam diving?
No, not yet.
You're
No,
going
no.
clam diving this weekend, right?
No, I'm just just keeping busy, and probably hanging out a little too long.
Going pearl hunting.
All right, C4io.
Yes. I will be very popular over the next 4 years. We'll probably be around some government buildings or who knows. So just look out for me on the news.
And I think, believe it, because you were a racist robot caricature cut from the Star Wars
Yeah,
prequel.
The original one, yes. But they are bringing back episodes 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah,
so I
oddly-
might be into that.
Oddly, if you wanted to be a racist character, you should have waited till like the 2000s
Yeah.
for the Star Wars.
Yeah, I could have been one of those weird Asian fish.
Like the guy
yes.
that owns Anakin. Watto.
What, the guy with the big nose?
All right, who's next?
All right, Analingus.
I thought we let all those people in.
No, I went back outside. I'm doing. I'm knocking. I'm
This guy
knocking.
loves to go to the back door.
I'm knocking for Kamala Harris. Have you guys decided on who you're voting
Oh, Anna, like, you're so up your own ass, you don't even know what's going on in the election.
for? Wait, what day is today?
It's Thursday,
Thursday.
buddy. Well, when we're
With
recording
an
this,
exclamation point.
Yeah, Thursday.
Were you supposed to vote in Michigan, you son of a bitch?
Oh no, my vote counts for 10,000 people.
You can go eat shit.
Yeah.
I do all the time. All right, sotto voce, and you know what? Secret Hitler, since they were kind of the same person.
All right, it's me, sotto voce.
So loud.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just want to tell everybody I've been making some lasagna back at my house, Dr. Garfield. But we're gonna keep things quiet.
Wait, do you think we know Garfield?
What?
Don't tell
by
Garfield.
the way, Orson, I found someone who pronounces it lasagna.
Okay.
So pucker up.
Start the sucking.
Suck the dick.
I have to.
You guys are being way too loud, okay? They're gonna know that I'm here.
That's so weird because Soda Voce is really loud and Hitler is really quiet.
Well, he's
Yeah.
Normally-
secret.
It's like,
yeah.
how are they gonna get along? It's like a sort of fish out the water type thing.
Pay
Dude, honestly,
me rent.
so-
Pay me rent.
Sotto
Oh, we're
voce.
not gonna pay rent. Rent.
Sotto voce.
rent.
I saw you do a rendition of Ave Maria, and it sounded like System of a Down.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh, Maria.
Yeah, it was very not gentle.
This is totally going to ruin the show. Not ruin the show, but it just dawned on me. The person elected president stood on a stage for 40 minutes and just danced to music in front of his crowd.
Oh, right. When
Like, I
someone
had not
passed
thought
out.
of that. 40 minutes of just...
Yeah, and that's like 10th on the list of things.
and it was my version of Ave Maria.
It was. That's what made me think of it.
Yeah.
And if you're watching this, we don't like him. So
Unless...
Even Secret Hitler doesn't like it. Which is,
That's true.
It's
That's
just-
true. But also, I just want to plug if get my board game for your family for Christmas.
Secret Hitler.
you were trying to get the secret vote out from Liz Cheney for all those women too.
That's right. But they'll see what she thinks when she has a secret Hitler pointing at her.
what's your board game, Secret Hitler?
It's called Secret Hitler, and it's a real board game.
Oh, I thought it was called Risk.
All right, Out Loud and Frank.
Oh, hi.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
me.
okay, yeah.
I was getting confused with Helen Keller because we are both deeply problematic references in jokes. You can get my diary. It's the new version. We've taken out all the references to Jews because people have found that problematic.
I don't want to be Zionist.
Yeah.
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 All right, Helen Keller.
That was very funny.
I'll
The miracle worker's gonna.
yeah, I'll translate for her. She said the first time she had sex, she thought it was another sign.
Another sign.
Like it was like,
Oh, like here.
this
like,
person keeps telling me they love the movie Garfield over and over.
I don't hate Mondays anymore.
Lasagna!
Okay, and yeah, our plug is just our 2-woman show.
Great.
It's like Jay and Silent Bob, basically.
Weirdly, their 2-woman show, Miracle Whip's 2-woman show, sponsored by Hellman's. Which
That is strange.
Hellman Keller.
Or Best Foods. And scene.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, not until Insabba Nool runs around the table.
That's right. Wipe, we call it.
Yeah. Dick Clark, speaking of who needs a wipe.
Oh, my goodness.
You're dead, by the way, right?
I've been dead for quite some time, definitely. I did bring you all that great music back in the 60s. And in the 70s, I brought you game shows. And in the 80s, I brought you New Year's Eve.
when they buried you, did they drop your coffin off the top of a big pole?
It's been a whole day. People had to come at 5 in the morning and stand there. They weren't allowed to use the bathroom. They were literally taking pees in the streets of New York City.
Those are the things I don't understand about people, where it's like, how could that possibly have been? By the time it hits midnight, are you not just annoyed?
Yeah.
But you get a fun Planet Fitness hat.
You've got glasses that spell out a number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dick Clark.
Oh, what number?
Not
No,
you.
not you. Your name is a synonym for penis catcher. Your thoughts?
Yes, that's why I came up with that name.
All right, great.
My real name is Penis Catcher.
By the way, were you someone who, you know how like Chuck Woolery, it's like, or Pat Sajak too, where it's like, oh, this guy seems pleasant on TV, and then like their views off camera are awful. Were you like that or no?
I was a big star back in the 60s, so you better believe my views were horrible.
Oh, I think you were
Yes.
in Michael Moore's movie Bowling for Columbine.
No,
right?
I think you're thinking of someone else. You're thinking of the guy from the
Martindale.
No, it was Dick Clark. It was Dick Clark's
You're
Rockin'
thinking of the Columbine shooters. You always mix them and Dick Clark up. You're like those 2 kids, and you know they hosted American Bandstand in black jackets. No, that's once
Friends
again,
of the show.
Dick and Clark. That was their
sound-
names.
they
The 2
Dylan and whatever they
Dylan
were
and-
friends of the show.
That
Right.
was my restaurant, but it was the guy from the Newlywed Game that was in the documentary. I forget his name. I should know it.
I'm pretty sure it was Dick Clark.
It's not Wink.
Are we
Martindale?
both in it? Is not Wink Martindale. If I had my phone,
God, I
I would
can
look it
picture
up.
He also gets the Menendez brothers mixed up with the Property brothers. All the time.
The property you can't sell anymore, brothers. They just go to houses where people have been murdered, like that one in Colorado.
We're getting out of prison. I'm the Menendez brothers.
That's your
both
plug.
of them.
Yeah.
Great, nice.
We're getting out of prison.
So real quick, Dick Clark though.
Okay,
I
let's
remember,
keep going. No reason to do this in a mini-sode. Let's just do it now.
I remember Michael Moore chased you into your limo, and you were like, "Come on, let's go," because he was trying to confront you about the pay to work program where moms weren't allowed to be with their children. It was like a 3-hour bus ride to and from working at your little restaurant in the mall.
All right, well, mea culpa. Sorry about that.
And that was
My
in
bad.
Bowling for Columbine.
Huh?
So Dick Clark didn't. like
Roger
this
and
being-
Me. I think it's in Roger and Me.
No, I think it was Columbine because he was showing.
He
that-
didn't. He
it
didn't want to
was-
be shot randomly.
The mom of someone who worked at your restaurant couldn't spend time at home with her kid, and her 5-year-old went into a classroom and shot another.
Oh, well, maybe that's why I'm thinking. Because in Roger and Me, there's also a game show host. It's the guy from the Newlywed Game, whose name I don't remember. If you remember it, call in to 30 Characters Podcast.
That's
and
Michael Moore has a weird thing where he thinks game show hosts are the worst part of capitalism in America.
But also, like, what did he want Dick Clark to tell this person about the day-to-day operations of his restaurant?
right.
It's like talking to Hulk Hogan about pasta mania.
All right, Jenny, what's a friend of mine from Forrest Gump?
Jenny from Forrest Gump. Who?
Oh, that was me.
was that you?
That was me. I think originally I was the girl from the song, but it got morphed into Forrest Gump.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if you find my name on the inside of a bathroom wall, just sit down in the bathroom stall, no matter how clean it is, dirty it is, and just say, "Dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away."
Are you up in heaven now?
Oh, I was supposed to be in heaven. But Andre the Giant is too large and I can't get through there.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting outside. I revolve
Cannon.
around Andre the Giant. I'm in his.
Do you annoy other people up there by just standing on the ledge of a cloud?
And knocking all the time.
I do that. I play guitar.
Oh.
You weren't.
Yeah.
You weren't very good.
I was not, but it was about the breasts. That's what I mean. People were literally yelling, "Take it off!"
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. That was uncomfortable.
I know, but you gave that guy
You
one
punched
for
someone
it.
in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had a violent streak.
A little bit.
A little bit.
You beat up no, you didn't beat up a principal. You've made weird sexual noises around a principal.
You never apologized for being in the Vietnam War.
No, that wasn't. Hey, that wasn't my choice.
Was it not you? You didn't make the decision to stay in Vietnam.
No, I helped. I told Henry Kissinger, let's bomb Cambodia.
Didn't you? Yeah, and then you say, "I love the smell of napalm in the morning."
So great in that movie.
He like just genuinely likes the
Charlie don't surf.
What is your major malfunction? I said that when I was a drill sergeant.
Were you looking in the mirror?
Yeah. Something in Texas steers and queers, and you don't look like a bull with horns. I said that in the mirror too.
That would have been a much weirder sentence said by Forrest Gump.
So, you talking to me?
Steers
I
and
said that.
queers.
Worm, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Forrest Gump's college roommate.
Are we done with this guy yet?
Yeah,
me and Jenny's roommate are going to go and take an improv class.
That's
together.
right, we are.
Oh, I should warn you about the guy who's going to be teaching it.
I know.
We only are taking women right now in our class.
Sorry, you're gonna have to go.
But I can join.
That's right. You're going to have to get out. Sorry, I'm Mike Myers. I don't know if you had me written down, but I'm guarding the door, and you got to go from the improv class. No, you can't get in that shirt.
Yeah. Taylor Negron? Guy I'm not familiar with?
Well, you should really watch Nothing But Trouble. It's one of the most batshit movies of all time, and it stars Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, and Tupac
Were you
Shakur.
like a child star, or what was the deal?
Okay.
Did you just remember that
No.
Tupac Shakur is in it?
I was thinking of a different movie.
You're also in the Aristocrats.
The Aristocrats documentary. Picture, you know the
Are you
guy
a
from
comic?
You know the guy from
Yeah.
you know the guy from sorry, I'm so distracted by the fact that you need a chapstick break in that podcast. You know the cousin from Perfect Strangers, not Balky, but the normal guy.
Mark Paul.
I'm like if he looked like he had a mean older brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen this guy in a lot of films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I'm in that.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You remember me now?
Yeah, you're the guy who humps the girl on the bench?
I wish.
Taylor Negron sounds. I understand because it sounds like a really like racist European clothing store for black people. What is the Taylor Negron?
Well,
You
like,
know?
and it's weird because all I can think about is the beer, too, like Negroni. So that's why it's also just, yeah.
Some of his jokes are real Negroners.
No, a Negroni is actually a mixed drink, sometimes a blended drink, and a Peroni is a beer.
Oh, is that what
Maybe
I'm
that's what you're
Yes,
thinking of.
Negroni is claimed by 2 Italian counts who both claim to have invented it.
Machi machi.
Get out of here,
Hey,
Fi-La-Tio.
come on, Fi-La-Tio.
You tell him, Jackie Mehoff. All right. Oh, Forrest Gump.
Oh, we already. Okay.
Have y'all voted yet?
Yes, Forrest, we did
Oh.
this. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Anna
no.
Lingus,
Were you
said-
supposed to vote in Pennsylvania, Forrest?
Yeah, I moved up there.
How many votes is your vote worth?
7 million.
Yeah. Hey, Forrest, sometimes elections are like a box of chocolates. You do not know what you're going to get.
So yeah, are you guys gonna vote?
Yes, we're going to do it.
Okay, all right. I'll see y'all
You
later.
did good.
I'm
You're very proud
I'm
of
running
you.
door to door.
Yeah, you sure are.
I do it faster than Santa.
Oh, there he goes. He's running.
All right, Forrest, what's a friend of mine, aka Haley Joel Osment?
Yes, that's why is it? Forrest was a friend of mine.
Because Jenny was a friend of mine, is what we.
Oh, well, Forrest Gump was my father.
That's a
but
killer's reference.
I'm Haley Joel Osment, and Andy. You're a star. That's a killer's reference,
yeah.
Mr. Gump. But I just want to promote that I can see dead people, and there are some people who are dead yet that people don't know are dead.
Anyone
Wait.
in this room?
No, not in this room.
Oh.
Wait,
But-
are you just talking about the basic fact of mortality?
No. Like Lisa Kudrow, she choked in her apartment, but no one's found out yet.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Did did she choke on a hairball from her smelly cat?
Yes, it was a classic smelly cat-related death. We're up 3.5% this year.
So,
in smelly cat-related deaths,
You
Mr. Gump.
of all the references you could have used for a dead person, you went Lisa Kudrow,
Yes, it's from.
who are secretly dead.
Yes, the friends are dropping like flies, Mr. Gump.
Oh, no.
Who are you talking to now?
He
Oh.
left. He went to go vote.
Yeah, I call everyone Mr. Gump, Mr. Gump.
What do you mean this polling place is closed?
He's just at the door of a high school gym. They're playing a volleyball game, a girls' volleyball
Oh,
game.
great. Now he's like coaching them somehow.
Oh, God. Now he's hitting the volleyball really fast like it's a ping pong ball.
And he's calling it Wilson.
All right, DoorDash guy?
Sorry, I'm distracted because Forrest Gump has now made a face on the ball out of blood, and he's taking it to Blue Island.
He just met Barack Obama. It was very weird.
Hey, whoa. I didn't realize he's slowly dying of AIDS.
Well, anyways, I'm here to promote DoorDash. Keep using it. I gotta go. Bye.
Okay.
By the way, Forrest Gump's roommate, I worked in the White House for 4 years. I never got to meet Barack Obama. And good for you, Forrest.
Wow.
All right, next up, Pie Guy.
Did you at least meet Cal Penn?
No, he wouldn't. No, he was he was always at
He's
White
always
Castle.
at White Castle. Yeah, sure. Or at Guantanamo Bay, of course.
Huh? Food?
Oh, Pie.
Wait,
oh,
it's Pie.
Pie Guy.
Pie guy.
Hello, Pyman.
I'm a mad scientist.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mike Myers from Studio 54, Steve Rubel.
All right, Matthew, you're not getting back into your bedroom with that shirt on.
Oh, no. I have to take it off, or what's going on?
Not with that shirt on.
All right, I'll take it off. I'm going to leave it on now, though, for the podcast.
So,
All right, sounds good.
this sounds offensive, but the standards for Studio 54 have changed, huh?
No, it's just the shirt looks like shit.
Oh, okay.
But if this guy was in there with his shirt off dancing around, people would be like, what the fuck is this, some kind of fever dream? Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Mike Myers in Studio 54, Steve Rubel.
Absolutely. I'm Steve Rubel, and I want to suck your cock.
What we should.
It's the only other line I can remember in that movie.
Oh, I know. I love that line too.
Okay. Thank you very much, Orson Welles.
Yes, you're welcome. Hot Tub Salesman from Studio 54, the film.
Yep. Well, have we all forgotten about that whole Matthew Perry snafu yet?
Is that also you?
Yep.
Okay.
Boy, these friends are dropping like flies.
Yep.
Yes, they are Forrest Gump's kid.
But just because you sell someone a hot tub doesn't mean that you
Do you
sold
know
them
they're
the special
faulty?
K.
It's because I did to California regulations, you have to write "do not use with ketamine" on the side of
I
every
didn't
hot
know
tub.
they did
And I
that.
left it off one hot tub.
Yeah.
Wait, but I thought you said
What
someone
are the
died.
odds?
I thought you said someone else died in Studio 54.
But that's true, yeah. And now,
was
now
cocaine-based,
Now you
though.
brought that up again. Now you're
Did
really
you-
dragging this man's business.
Did you
Yeah.
put the cocaine warning on it?
I did sell the cocaine before I was a hot tub salesman. I did just deal a lot of
He
drugs.
actually sold us both the cocaine and the hot
Yeah.
tub, and that was part of the problem.
Let me ask this. I have two questions. How many hot tubs have you sold?
Would you believe just the one?
I was wondering because I wondered how many people had died in them, but now it's a very high
It was my
number.
first day. I just
Yeah.
gotten out of the drug business. I was like, this is the time for me to start a whole new life for myself.
How weird was it that Matthew Perry happened to be the guy that you bought?
Yeah, how much did you sell it for, too, that you only needed the one and then you're done?
Apparently they go for a lot less money than I thought they did. I was like, this sounds like magic. I hadn't done a lot of research into it.
But yeah, because you built them by hand.
To be fair, if you were a drug dealer, you knew Matthew Perry every other year in the 90s, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
one
No
year
wonder.
he's skinny, 1 year he's not. Sad.
Was that Chubby Checker doing a song?
That's right, everybody. I saw Fools Rush In the theater all by myself. It was all couples and me, Chubby
Wow.
Checker.
All right, next up, Chuck Palahniuk.
Oh, hi. Yeah. I actually I wrote Pools Rush In. It was,
wrote that?
Yeah, it was called Pools Rush In. Originally, it was about hot tub sales. I followed this guy around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then somehow that turned into the novel Survivor.
The one about the plane crash.
Yeah, the plane crash.
Now, I understand you wrote the movie 54, but it was at first it was just a birthday card for your dad.
What, Studio 54?
Yeah, at
Yeah,
first
the studio, funny enough, put the word studio in front of the birthday card I wrote for my dad. And
You were
then,
like, okay.
And then the rest is history.
Do you have
Did
any
something.
conviction? How come you always abandon just because a small thing happens?
Well, because have you seen how long my last name is? By the
Yeah,
time
what happened? Was your original last name Chuck Pumpkin?
It was Czech Palahniuk. Someone wrote, check the spelling of this, Czech Palahniuk. And I just went with Chuck.
It's
That's a
genetic,
great
huh?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever read your book in their 20s and then got to their 30s and still liked it?
No, that's my whole.
You write books for people in their 20s.
Yeah, exactly. And people who like lists.
Yeah, you're like a Joe Rogan author.
Can you
basically.
believe I didn't write the book Schindler's List? When that book came out, I was furious. I was like, I was born for this.
Yeah, a lot of people have regret in regards to the film Schindler's List.
I love the idea of Chuck Palahniuk being the next like Ayn Rand, where just people conservatives just start living their life.
Yeah, I like that. I'll say I like that too.
Puts the mic all the way down on the
Thank
table.
you.
That's how done he was after that.
Invisible Monsters is a good book. I just want to point that out.
Invisible Monsters?
Yeah,
I
Chuck
actually haven't
Palahniuk.
read that. I
That's
have
a
read
good
Survivor,
book.
but I
Also
haven't.
Also, in the first draft of Fight Club, the whole subplot wasn't about soap; it was about soup.
So wait, go through all your mistakes.
Oh, you want me to make a list? Because I'll
This
make you
guy
a list.
loves making lists.
That will fill up 12 pages of a 140-page book, and man, do I like that. In the book Survivor, there is literally, I just list different ways to clean things.
Oh yeah,
and
that's right.
and I almost won a Pulitzer. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Old Chuck won't.
I guess, yeah, that's the thing. You don't fix it.
I
when it's-
don't.
Yeah. RFK Jr.
Oh, it's so great to meet you, Mr. Palahniuk.
Tell him about your cabinet position.
I'm going to be part of the cabinet. I'm assuming
The kitchens. We're redoing the kitchens.
Cheryl wants to redo the kitchens.
But you're getting divorced.
Is that
I'm
true?
just trying to win her back.
What the fuck? You're divorcing Cheryl?
I think it's the other way around.
Can we expect lots of sort of weirdly pro-worm legislature to come out of your...
Oh yeah.
I'm going to start putting worms in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him about the new worm order.
Have you heard of this NWO? It's the New Worm Order.
Yeah.
We've got Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, Scott Hall,
Scott Hall, Hollywood,
Hulk
Hulk Hogan. He's definitely got brain worms.
X-Pac.
X-Pac is a part of it.
Anyway, but yeah, and it's all worms. We're going to get worms in all of them. And together they're going to run the world.
Yeah, who runs the world? Brain worms. Who runs the world? Brain worms.
Is it true that if they tried to cut your worm budget in half, both those budgets would become new budgets?
That's very true. Yes.
Can I also just give you a note on your parodies? When you said who runs the world, just say worm.
That's what I was. I don't know if you could hear. That's
I heard
what I was
you.
saying.
But I didn't want people to think it was like those weird worms you see on the ground.
Usually he listens
Like
to
the
what I
early
say.
bird things.
Are they different?
Than a brain worm?
Yeah, they're not,
certainly.
they're not
I was
in a
picturing
brain.
the
You think there's just a giant earthworm in his brain?
You've got your head is big enough.
That's
you do have
thank
that,
you very much. I got that Kennedy
that
head.
big Kennedy head.
Surprise!
What do they look like?
You look
then?
like you could have one of the sandworms from June in your head.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
actually more like a goddess snake.
It was actually surprising that my father didn't get shot in the head.
Should we just do a 20-minute mini together?
I think it might have to happen.
All right.
So it's time to try something new.
well,
Well, Warman Brain, do you have anything to plug or kind of the same?
we covered it all. I just say all my stuff to him. Usually I don't talk this much.
Yeah, and do you think a worm is neither a worm nor a brain? Discuss.
Discuss.
Yeah.
Are you saying that I sound like Linda Richmond?
Are you verklempt?
It's kind of weird because your voice is very high and reedy, and yours is quite the opposite.
Yeah.
And like if you would just meet in the middle, you
Yeah.
might sound like a
what
normal
about
person.
this?
Talk all at once.
We got a barrel of money.
Maybe
we're
really
getting
funny,
but we'll travel
along, singing a song side by side.
You kind of sound like when they make Frankie Valli still sing. Like when
Oh
they
boy!
Sherry, whoa, Sherry, baby.
I think at this point, if you see the clips, he is not singing.
Oh,
He's just moving his lips.
You guys won't believe this, by the way, but Helen was singing along with you.
oh, that's beautiful.
really
Thank you,
nice.
Miracle Whip.
Do you know that Helen actually has a worm in her brain? It's just not very talkative. It's just very
It's a
shy.
quiet worm.
The opposite of you. But I
Fun
think so,
fact:
worm.
I actually told Helen one time how much I liked Garfield.
Oh, I just got it.
The movie.
Yeah, I had sex with her.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
it.
after you had killed
Yeah,
the cat.
Well, you gotta kill something,
This
right?
is the best character to have that be their backstory.
Yeah, everything's valid.
Yeah, I think that makes more sense than Fi-La-Tio doing it.
Nothing is surprising.
All right, let's see. Freddie Prinze
Also,
Jr.
there should be worm limits.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, and only no term abortion, no worm abortions.
Perfect tag.
There it is. Freddie Prinze Jr.
No worm abortion. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm coming back to it. I liked it. Oh, hey, Freddie.
Gee, sack. Never let it drop. What do you think, Worm and Brain?
Seems like a very specific reference to She's All That.
Do you want to eat this pizza with
Are
pubes
you
on it?
movie that version, or are you the one that's married to Sarah Michelle Gellar?
No, the movie version.
Oh, okay, very good.
I don't remember that guy's name, though.
I don't know.
Who would?
I wrote, and by the way,
Damn, Worm and Brain.
sorry not to jump in, but M. Night Shyamalan here. I actually wrote a twist into their vows when they were
Really?
Yeah, the twist was that we had a Freddie Prinze Jr. look-alike as the groom, and actually the priest was Freddie Prinze.
I remember this. It was Freddie Pauper Jr.
Yeah, and he Scooby-Doo'd his own face off, and then he was like, "We should do a Scooby-Doo movie."
Yeah, that's where they
And
came
then-
up with the idea.
And then also it turned out I was gay.
Oh yeah.
So that-
well, that wasn't really a twist.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of twists, I mean, we got our guy now.
Oh, hey, everybody. It goes like this. My new song, it's about flipping the bird to your grandma. Everybody
not- I don't
flipping
know
the
that that was gonna
bird to
take
your
off.
ma. No?
I mean,
Chubby,
maybe.
when you go like on an airplane or in the movie theater, I'm not trying to body shame here. Do you have to get other seats next to you just because of your elbow situation?
Oh, my God. Since they put in those seats with the little armrests on,
Yeah.
everything's got good. I went and saw Joker 3 times in the theater. Got asked to leave the first 2 times.
I gotta imagine that there were a lot of empty seats.
By the 3rd time, I was the only one in the theater, and I got to sing all the songs with them because I love those songs.
But you
from
asked
the
on a
50s.
plane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I went movie theater. I've never been on a plane.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
the Big
there's that-
Bopper. I learned a lesson from the Big Bopper.
There is that Samuel L. Jackson movie, Chubby Checkers on a plane.
Get these motherfucking chubby checkers off this.
If you're on a small plane, if you're on a small Cessna, I imagine that you're constantly twisting would actually affect the aerodynamic.
That's why I'm not allowed on there.
What?
I take boats everywhere.
but
Yeah.
I can't. But you must be going all through the water and.
No, what I do is I hired a guy to drive a truck, and I just ride on the trailer in a boat on the back.
Okay, so when you say that's a really most people
Yeah.
wouldn't say I take boats everywhere when they're towed in
Yeah.
a boat on the
I'm
road.
in a boat. That's what I take to get places.
All right.
The twists and turns of the country.
And it says, and in the back it says
I like
wide
that.
load. Again, not for any other reason, but just because
Nope.
of your constant
Not
elbow.
because of me, because I'm Chucky Checker. Can't you see?
All right. See you in a mini episode.
Yeah. Insabba, Nool, and I don't know, do you want to promote with Shabba Nool, or have you met a younger girl?
Yes, no, we can promote together. So I'm be doing my one-man improv show, a thing everybody likes. One-person improv.
Sure.
Doesn't it all take an enormous amount of balls and being stuck up your own ass to do a one-person improv show?
Wait, why are you not working with Shabba Nool?
Well, but then what I was going to say is opening for me will be the improv duo me and Shabanu, which is me and Shabanu.
Oh,
Do you think people are going to get tired of you?
yeah.
Especially since you're enslaving a lot of them to build a pyramid.
Well, that part's good for him.
Yeah, but
Captive
here's the
audience.
thing, Joe. It's not really me up there. It's whoever I become.
Was that Lauren number 1 giving that advice?
No.
Right.
No, that's not right.
Do you guys have popcorn?
I
like popcorn.
And you are. I mean, I will say, as Shabanu, I am surprised to work with him because we were in Egypt and he was the first to be Tutankhamun Me Too'd.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to work well together.
Yeah,
Me
see,
Tutankhamun is what I was trying to say. That's what I was
See?
trying to say.
That's the stuff I've been teaching her in our classes.
Is to adjust after the joke.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Say the joke
Yeah.
and then say it
Just
better.
say
This
stop.
is improv. You
Yeah.
know, everything's a draft in improv.
Yeah.
Fatty Arbuckle?
Yes, that was me.
And again, you've come back. You'd like to plug for people not to look up why people kept mentioning Pepsi.
Don't Google Pepsi glass bottle Fatty Arbuckle. And if anyone could just so I've had what they call 6 heart attacks. And
Yeah, they call this. I think everyone does, probably, right?
yeah, and they're not all, you know.
I call them heart twists.
And do you know? But I don't know if this is true, and I don't know if you know this, that there is a chain of American-style restaurants in England named after you.
Oh.
What do they sell at the American style restaurant?
Well, hopefully not Pepsi.
Oh no! We got that up in heaven. It's a shit kicker Pepsi.
Oh yeah, that's at Toby Keith's Bar and Grill. I go there.
Did
every
you
day.
open one in heaven?
Yep. Up in Pensacola heaven.
Nice.
Will you let Jenny in so she can sing?
How many roads must a man walk down to get to Toby Keith's Bar and Grill?
Could you knock first and then do that?
RFK, we should sing. This could be our chance.
How many roads must a man
Hey. You're not getting in here. Not with that worm in your brain.
Oh, man.
If you could,
I said not with that worm in your brain.
Don't do it. Don't do it, you son of a bitch. Oh, no. He pushed me even further in.
While I'm here, I'll plug just Toby Keith's Shit Kicker Grill in Pensacola heaven. And Fatty Arbuckle, did you actually you just are plugging Don't Look Up You and
That's
Pepsi?
right.
Okay, we do have 2
that's
cans
right.
of Pepsi.
Okay. Yeah, cans. Cans I love. I love the cans.
Oh, you just you forgot your character was out of breath all the
I
time.
know. When I give a big sentence like that, it makes me get out of breath.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's the heart attacks. I have most people's heart beats about 65% capacity. Mine beats at about 25% after all the heart attacks.
and you're
sucks.
also constantly if you're being accused of something.
Yeah, and so I'm always just okay. Sorry, I thought Shabanu was gonna say some things, some true things that I said to her in the corner.
Come on, wake up, Fatty. I think I got something to say to you. All right, Lauren number 1 and Lauren number 2.
Right.
Season 50, of
We've
course.
got Bill Burr this week.
Billy Murray will be coming back to host
course.
for the 50th season.
And you know,
Chevy
Chevy probably won't make
be
it.
back. No.
Yeah, why?
Maybe for the special.
You know, he's just not very well positioned in the likability category right now.
Why?
Do you have any popcorn?
Chef popcorn.
What is
I
that
love
reference?
Popcorn.
I eat a lot of popcorn.
Marcy Klein gets me bowls of popcorn, and I sit there and
Marcy,
eat
can
it
I
and
get
eat it.
some
eat.
popcorn?
Marcy, can we get popcorn ×2 for me and Lauren? Thank you.
The 2 Lornes are out of corn.
Anyway, so Billy will be back this season, and of course Danny's doing his thing with Ghostbusters 5.
If there's twice as many of you, isn't it true that would be really sad because then you'd be forlorn.
Forlorn,
Of
of course, and of course we'd be for Michaels. See, this is why I'm not on camera. I can't do what you guys do.
Right. Is this why you got kicked out of Shabanu's improv class?
That's right.
Yeah.
I was originally, of course, in the Canadian version.
Check
in
out
Sabanu.
Three Amigos.
Three Amigos. I wrote it with Randy
Steve
Newman.
Martin and Randy Newman.
That's true.
Don't watch those 5 years of SNL that I was not up, but
Watch the
definitely
Kids in
watch
the
the first year when I
Hall.
came back.
And do please see the movie Superstar.
Oh, so good.
So good. All right, Lorne Michaels, gotta go.
Well, I'm still here.
Failing a Heart Arfunkel.
Hi. I'm gonna try to get in on that gig in the Toby Keith's Shit Cooker Grill in heaven.
Oh, I'm next, so yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Sing a song, make him audition.
You're gonna have to die.
Sing a song.
Sing a song.
I'm trying to remember the words to the boxer, but
It's got to be a real American style
that makes
song.
me think of boxer chocolates. Which
With some
also
kind of song you would hear at a Fatty Arbuckles.
I'm just a poor boy living in Alabama town.
I want to eat a po' boy.
Oh, what if it was the only barely living boy in New York?
That's pretty good.
But, well, I don't want to live barely because then Robert F. Kennedy is going to come
He'll
and
come
kill
find
me.
you, yeah.
Oh, what about if it's like Cecilia, you're leaving me because I'm fat?
Well, that Paul did that one alone.
Did she say? Did she say? C?
No, I have a song called Ceciliacs.
I like that.
See, that's why I don't do improv. I leave that to you.
That's a valid
You're
point.
breaking my poop.
Underwear Boy? If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Dad, it's me. I'm Underwear Gump. And
You started that off like a Simple Plan song.
did I
Hey,
do that?
Dad, look at
Hey,
me.
Dad, look at me. Take me to a parade. I don't know emo music very well.
Yeah,
You want
Way to
Forrest
do it.
Gump to take you to a parade, just like waving you around over his head? Just
Yes,
crusty underwear?
I do want that a lot. Because I think it would be so swell.
All right, well, let's move on to Jenny's roommates.
I've got 4 more verses of this song.
My God. So that I hate to be like graphic in front of the person I'm dating that also hates Forrest Gump.
There's
but,
a guy
like,
who's been going down on literally everyone in the room.
but
A guy, he's an Oscar winner.
like
Oh, sorry.
when he came in his underwear, you could tell he'd never come before. It was so much, and the smell was like a fucking YMCA pool in that room. It was so much. It was so gross.
Very chlorine.
So chlorine.
And so this is what you're plugging.
That's my plug. Don't jerk off Forrest Gump because it's gonna smell real bad. He's only come twice in his life,
I was one, Mr. Gump.
and one was the underwear. That was me. I'll sing my song. Oh,
All right.
All right. Well, now it's time for legitimate plug.
legitimate plugs.
Adam Burke.
Adam
When does
Burke.
this go out?
Friday, so tomorrow.
If you're in Chicago, come to the Breathing Room at Space Time.
Sorry, what were you plugging?
Wait, what day of the week is it?
That's
It's
on Wednesday.
Wednesdays, yeah.
Wednesday the 13th. We didn't do it. Thank fuck we didn't do it the day after the election
Oh,
this
yeah.
year. Because we thought that might cast a little bit of a pall on it, and it turned out we were right.
No, honestly, the shows I did last night, they were fucking fire
Oh, yeah?
crowds. Yeah.
People needed a distraction. Possibly.
Jonah was even telling me the CYSK ticket sales were kind of low, and then as it's almost like the day Wednesday, it was just like they shot up, and both crowds were awesome. So very oddly, that was the reaction of people.
That's cool. Could you talk about it?
Oh yeah, no, everyone was upset about it, and oddly they wanted to go out to do something fun, and maybe they wanted people to shit on him too. You know?
Yeah.
We're talking about Tim Waltz.
All right.
No, but yeah, breathing room, and then anything else.
And I'll also be I'll be at the Blackout Diaries that on Friday night, and I will be at Lincoln Lodge also on the Saturday.
And Adam has 2 great albums out as well.
Yes.
Squirrel Nut Zipper Theory.
Universal Squirrel Theory.
That's right.
You're the only one who ever gets it right. And Weaponized Empathy.
Yeah.
Special Things Records,
Special
by the
Things
way, which I think
Records.
Matt and I are 2 of the people in the world who still think that's a very big deal.
I think it's cool.
They're cool.
because
They're really great to work with.
We're our friend
Matt
Matt
Belknap.
Belknap over there. When I say friend, I mean we'd love to have
Guy
him on
that
the
I
show.
awkwardly met in Bloomington, Indiana one time and didn't make eye contact with me.
Matt, what do you got, buddy?
I'll be at the Lincoln Lodge telling stories about how I met Matt Belknap in
Oh.
Bloomington. Yeah.
Do you have any podcast ideas you're working on?
I have multiple. I have a new one actually. It's a new one that I always forget the name of. What's that director's name? I told you beforehand.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Are you
It's
certain
called
about
Hurtin'
Tim
for a
Burton?
Squirtin' from Tim Burton.
Are you certain about Tim Burton?
Are you also doing your morning show on TikTok with that guy?
No, I never did that. That was a lie. I lied to you folks about that. I was for a few months. I was just coming up with things that I had no plans on doing and saying them as plugs, and that was one of them.
And we're supposed to believe what you just said is not that case?
That one's not happening, but there are other podcasts that are happening. I'm doing a show, Rate It, or it's just called Rank with Dan Friesen from Knowledge Fight. We're just going to rank literally anything and just keep a definitive list. My wife and I are doing a podcast called Should We Keep It, where we
pilots?
go through. That one's not happening. We're doing Should We Keep It, where we go through our DVD collection and decide if we should or should not keep our DVDs. I'm doing a show with our friend Cynthia. It's called the Unnamed Dating Podcast, and I'm doing one more with it's a pop culture podcast with Adriana, my wife, and her cousin.
Why should they believe you?
You know, I well, the thing I've just I know you've got to go, but I have a bunch because I've got one coming up podcast. It's called Whoops a Daisy, Martin Scorsese.
Okay, I like that.
That's
Yeah.
Well, I've got one. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
That's a fun one.
is that a podcast or is that just a thing that you say when?
Oh, sorry. Podcast? I was
Yeah.
just saying. I thought we were just saying words we say.
Oh
No, yeah.
No, well, these are all podcasts.
I better get one into. I'm doing a podcast called All Henderson's on Deck for Wes Anderson.
I've got Every Incher with David Fincher's coming out.
Every incher.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Joe? You got
Every
some,
Kiss Begins with K for Michael Bay. That's
do you
going to be
you
a
have
fun
some
one.
hyper-specific plugs?
Yeah, this comes out tomorrow, right?
Oh, by the way, check out our episode of Andy's podcast. We were really fun on it. Joe and I, we watched the Muppet movie and talked about it.
Are we sure about Megalopolis, Mr. Francis Ford Coppola?
That's a fun one. That's going to be a good one.
So yeah, this is coming out. So Friday, November 8th.
Tomorrow.
What date? What's the date?
I don't know it on my phone. I
It's
never know the date
tomorrow.
anymore.
Yeah, so I'll be at El Paraíso in Loves Park. It's a Marcos Lara show.
Oh boy. I mean. Oh great.
Saturday, I'm at Always Always Cafe. It's gonna be a really fun show. Every Sunday,
It's gonna be a really good show.
every Sunday, come to Will's. It's been really fun lately.
Good.
And yeah, comedians you should know on Wednesdays. You know,
I'm going to be at Salerno's in Oak Park on the 16th.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Huh?
We're both doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well,
Excellent.
I'll just say that character assassination. This is the first time I'm getting to plug this anywhere. You can catch us at the Lincoln Lodge for the very first time.
That's awesome.
December 29th for the roast of 2024.
And I'll be on that show.
No. Matty, you're not going to make it on the show.
Oh, man.
I couldn't believe because I did it this Sunday, and when you were announcing how many times, when you said 21 times, I was like, "Whoa! I've done this show that many times. That's
you're
crazy."
Up there. You're like in the top 10 for sure, Adam. You're done it about 15 or something.
Oh.
I was asked once to replace David Phillips, and I had to wear a diaper, and I said no.
That's all accurate. And
Andy wore a diaper for Masturbation Jenkins. You
He
can
did.
Joe once dressed up as a bear and attacked me.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
right. Yeah, he was Putin, and I dressed up as a bear.
That's true. That was the first time we roasted Trump in 2016.
Hey, bring that one back.
Well, we did.
If we.
2
Yeah,
days
no,
ago.
I remember then I was part of the roast of the Democratic primaries.
Yeah,
So
that
maybe
was
the
the
problem
one.
is the roast of the election itself.
is curses
Yeah.
the election because
Yeah.
we did it on Zoom in 2020 and that wasn't a problem. So it's only when we do it live.
So we just need a pandemic and a Zoom character assassination, really.
Yeah.
The one of those is more likely than the other.
Anyway,
A
look,
pandemic.
I'm very excited about us moving to the Lincoln Lodge. I think we're going to do some good shows there. And we're doing a 6 o'clock and an 8 o'clock show of the
Ooh.
roast of 2024 on December 29th at the Lincoln Lodge. And then also, check out Musical the Movie the Podcast. We're wrapping up a great season 2 where we had Adam on to talk about Wonka. We had the boys here on to talk about the Muppet movie.
Yeah.
We talked about Megalopolis on an episode for some reason mostly because these boys fucked us on scheduling, and so we had to come up with a bonus episode.
These boys.
All right, I was being nice, but yes, Joe fucked us.
A
But
lady
we figured
fell
it
off a
out.
Segway.
Lady fell off a Segway.
Dude, let me tell that
and
story.
then Joe was home on time to record. But
Well, I
we
didn't think
had
I
to
would
cancel.
be, but I've never had it happen before. But this lady, it was her mom, and her husband. And so she falls off almost immediately. Then we're going by Lakeshore Drive.
Oh,
She
you were giving a Segway tour?
Segway tour.
Okay.
And a lady then, the second time, I'm like ahead always. And then suddenly I hear a thung, and she had run into a parking sign.
Oh, no.
And then we go kind of by museum campus. Then as we're going to 12th Street Beach, I make a turn. Her mom follows me. I turn around, and I see her just continuing to go. And she runs straight into a column. And so then I go, so I think we're going to do a shortened tour at least, right?
Yeah.
And then as we're going, I turn around. I'm like, there's a big bump, so go down. The mom like kind of basically just stops. And then she runs into her mom, falls really hard. Now she's like, she'd already had a swollen ankle. And now she's like bleeding, and she starts crying, being like, "Why would you stop, Mom?" And they start to get into a fight. I'm like, this is a fucking nightmare.
And that's why we covered Megalopolis on Musical the Movie the Podcast.
Why, did you just leave?
No, what I had to do was have them take an Uber back, and then we didn't have a van that day.
The Uber immediately crashes.
I mean, that's yeah.
Wait. Patreon.com/dumbfun for all the podcasts on the network. Bye.
With Andy, Joe, and Matt. With Matt, Joe, and Andy. With Joe. Matt and Andy.